Hello friends, this is Jimmy from Can Heaven Immigration Canada. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the latest updates in the Canadian immigration field that happen mostly in the month of April and some in the last week of March maybe. So let's start with the Ontario first, about the entrepreneur stream. The province of Ontario has issued 13 invitations to apply through its entrepreneur stream. So the minimum score in this draw was 132. The candidates who are ready to invest or under the entrepreneur stream who want to move to Ontario, Toronto, or any other areas in Ontario, they must have got their invitations now. So the EI model functions on a self-declared point-based system in the entrepreneur stream. So those of you who have got the invitation, so must submit all your supporting documents now, because they give you certain deadline to get into this system, so your application can be in line with the requirements for the entrepreneur stream in the province of Ontario, because all the provinces have different criteria. So they have issued one that was happened on 16th of April. The other thing, if we look at the federal level, the Canada government has eases the entry for foreign national working in the performing arts industry. If you guys are planning to move to Canada under the work permit category LMIA, so there is a good news for the performing arts people who are in the dance, like such as ballet or the contemporary dance, opera, orchestra, or the live theater. All those artists, they can get the work permit without the LMIA. The government of Canada eases the requirement for LMIA in for these categories. These four categories have been added to the other categories which are already in the list. You guys can check it on CAC website too. So these four categories, if you guys are planning to come here, if you have somebody who's trying to bring you here to Canada under these four categories, and you are coming here to perform, so your employer does not need to have the positive LMIA. Work permit can be done without that. So in order to initiate that process, employer must file an offer of employment through employer portal on the CAC website. The employer portal is an online application management system that helps to facilitate hiring process of LMIA exempt foreign nationals by Canadian employers. So these are the four categories that has been added to the already created list on the CAC website. If we look at the British Columbia Tech Pilot Program, the more skilled worker and graduates are being invited on April the 11th. So they issued 27 new invitations for the provincial nomination to skilled worker and graduates under the province, the Tech Pilot Program on April the 11th of 2018. So 27 additional candidates are invited. If the candidates have a job offer in one of those 32 eligible categories under the BC Tech Pilot Program, they now can apply for the provincial nomination under the BC Tech Pilot Program. So that was another category. So under the Express Entry BC Skilled Worker Program, the minimum score was 89. Express Entry BC International Graduate 89. If we look at the Skilled Immigration Skilled Worker category, 84. Skilled Immigration International Graduate 84, and the Skilled Immigration under the entry level or semi-skilled, that the minimum score was 55. I'm just in these scores were in only the tech only draw under the technology program for the British Columbia PNP program. So there is another category, another update the IRCC has done it. Like starting on July 31st, there will be a more rigorous background check like the biometrics and they are going to implement it for the candidates who are coming on even the temporary visas like visitor visas or work permit throughout the world. Now it's not only like the few countries will be getting that. Now everybody will be going through all this biometrics and fingerprinting process in the coming days. They're starting it on July 31st. First, I think it's going in the Europe and the Middle East countries, and then it will be in the South Asia. The only exemption will be for the US nationals. Anybody who's with a US passport or the green card, they are visiting to Canada, they will be exempt so far. They haven't have updated anything about that, but for any other nationals around the world, they will be going through the biometrics. So if you guys are applying for the visitor visa and work permit, there will be more time involved in that one. Like if let's say the visitor visa was done in a week, now there will be some more delays like to go through the biometrics and fingerprinting. So the fingerprinting and the photos for the nationals, so they can match the do not fly list, the list for the terrorists on there, the people who have some kind of problem, background problem, DUIs, and all those kind of stuff will come under the changes will take into effect in the summer starting July 31st for the applicant from Europe and the Middle East and Africa. Applicant from all other regions, namely like Asia, Asia Pacific, Americas, will be required to provide the biometric beginning on December 31st. So if you are planning to visit, so this is a good time right now, so you guys can have to wait less in the line, but after December 31st it'll be for everybody. The Americas, the name I just mentioned, Americas mean the South American countries other than the United States. So anybody who's coming to Canada on the temporary visas, visitor visas, work permit, they all will have to go through this biometric fingerprinting and the photo process. So there is another, this one is another update from the government of Canada. So the British Columbia reduces the minimum score in the recent provincial nomination draw. That was happened on April the 4th. If we look at that draw for the PNP under the British Columbia government, they had invited 326 candidates, skilled worker and the graduate in that draw on April the 4th of this year. So the score I already mentioned that was the minimum score, like for the entry level SME skill 55 points, international graduate 84, skilled worker 84. If we look at the express entry stream, that was 89 for both skilled and international graduates. So 326 additional candidates got that opportunity to apply for the BCPNP. There was another update from the Nova Scotia Entrepreneur Program again. So they have selected 23 candidates from their list of expression of interest who have already applied with their thing that they wanted to come to Canada under the entrepreneur stream. So Nova Scotia has done another draw. There was another update under the Master's Graduate Program. This is a very famous program under the province of Ontario. They do it like from time to time. I think that was happened on April 5th of this year, and that the whole stream was done in less than an hour. So anybody who was eligible for that stream, the master's graduate stream under the PhD program, who have done their PhDs from Ontario, and they got an opportunity to apply for the provincial nomination program and then finally going to the PR. So that was done in less than an hour. So I didn't have the numbers like how many candidates were taken in that master graduate stream program, but that happened on April the 5th of this year, and that was done in like literally in no time. That's why I always tell my clients, like, make sure your files are ready up, your online portals are all up to date. Once it's open, just hit the click submit button. If there is any fees, pay the fees and you're done. So these were few of the updates, and there will be another they will be going to revise the medical inadmissibility rule for the immigrants, for PR and other categories, like for the family sponsorship or for spousal sponsorship and all those kind of. But there will be more details will be coming pretty soon, and I'll keep you updated. So if we look at the Ontario again, on April 11th and 12th, they have issued 142 new invitation with their express entry aligned streams. So that took place on April 11th and 12th. The draw conducted were for the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, OINP, Express Entry Align, as I already mentioned in my other video. For the French Speaking Skilled Worker Program and the Skill Trade Stream. So they have invited, there was like French stream, they have invited 55 candidates, but only those candidates who have submitted their express entry profile between January 1, 28 to April 12th of 2018. So only those candidates have been called under this draw. So I always like for this draw, 87 candidates were under the skill trade stream. If you guys have diploma or degree in one of the skill trades and you have enough points under your IELTS French test and you meet all other eligibility criteria for Ontario, you guys must have got the invitation from the government of Ontario. So these were some of the few updates from Canadian immigration news. So I'll keep you updated whenever the next draw happens in any of the province, of anything comes up. If some province open or they close, and how many numbers they are taking, if something goes change, I'll keep you updated. Wish you all good luck and have a good day. Till then, thank you.